Hello and welcome to the Rising Heritage channel, your channel for bullion stacking, semi-numismatic collecting, and general numismatic news. I'm your host, Rising Heritage, and today, yesterday, was finally the day the Royal Mint released the much anticipated Harry Potter coins. These coins were delayed after the passing of the Queen, and rightfully so. People needed a little time to mourn. What I'm going to talk about in this video is what happened when I went to the Royal Mint's website to make a video on this release early yesterday morning. Let's get into it. I fell asleep in my office on the plush couch I have in here. 'Twas the night before the morning release of the Harry Potter coins. I woke up a little before 2 a.m. and realized it was time for bed. I made my way down to the room, plugged my phone in for charging when I heard a beep. It was a new mail, you've got mail. According to my email, this happened at around 2:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It was from the Royal Mint saying in 2 short hours the Harry Potter coins will go out for sale. Half asleep, I contemplated going back up to the office to make a video on this breaking news. So I quickly skimmed an article about galleon, sickles, and canuts as it related to pounds, shillings, and pence. And I saw something in that article that sparked my interest. More on that later, but not enough to get me out of bed to make that video. I fell in and out of sleep for the next 50 minutes or so, the whole time with a nagging feeling to get up to make that video. So I finally begrudgingly complied. I got back upstairs shortly after 3 a.m., pulled up the Royal Mint's webpage, and right away came up the Harry Potter landing page, this very page that you see right now. I was ready to make my video. I started recording my video, and when I clicked the link, the web page became locked for the Qt webpage crowd management app. I was locked out from the information I needed to make my video, but I did not know it at the time. I thought the information must have just been in the email alone, so I spent about the next minute all on camera fumbling through my phone trying to pull up the information, and it all came to the same result. Here's a recording of the website at the time. I guess a lot of people want this Harry Potter coin because it is roughly 30 minutes before the release of this coin, and people are they have shut this website down. The Royal Mint has shut the website down in order to pre-launch this product, and the website is called Qt. So I assume they're expecting a lot of people to want to buy this or purchase this coin today. And here is maybe 20 to 30 minutes later when the queue had activated. Okay, so here we are on the Qt website. In order to get into the Mint's website, I'm not signed in, and we'll see what happens. It looks like it may be a while. We only have what looks like one bar over here, so just let it run if you're doing this. I don't know that this will really help because it'll be after the fact. But when you see a bar like this, you just let it run, and oh, it's moving. And you'll get there sooner or later. At this point, there was no point in going back to sleep. I stayed up and I bought a colorized 50 pence coin, a silver colorized 50 pence coin. It spoke to me a little bit more than the non-colorized coin. That is usually the opposite for me, but now I have bought 2 colorized coins in the same year. Good job to the US and Royal Mints for your colorized options. Now, I still haven't told you what got me out of bed yesterday morning to go make that video. Well, There was one line in the Galleon, Sickles, and Knut article. Let me go to that real quickly. It was this article right here. It was talking about by the time of decimalization in 1971, there were many different denominations circulating, including the farthing, the halfpenny, the penny, threepence, sixpence, shilling, crown, and the pound. So, what is decimalization? I totally plan on covering this exact same thing I'm about to talk about now in the reserve currency video, but I simply forgot. And as a result, I was really going to let this very cool connection die in the planning phase. But bringing it back around to Harry Potter, it must have had a Horcrux attached to it because it found new life in this video. It didn't want to die. Now, to understand decimalization as it pertains to the UK currency, you need to know that the British pound used to be equal to 240 pence. Pence is the plural form of penny in the UK. The reserve currency had been the US dollar since 1944, but there was no need to decimalize their money, the pound, as long as the dollar was tied to gold, because inflation did not exist in any form that we understand it now. The powers that be knew that the dollar would soon be unpinned from gold. Not sure who that was on the British side. What, the Prime Minister, Parliament? Maybe. But my money is on the Queen. Can you imagine the things that the Queen knew over a 70-year reign? If she was not controlling these world changing events, she was most certainly privy to what was happening. I would have loved to have been a fly in the room where this was happening. Can you imagine the Queen putting her foot down, explaining in order to unpin the reserve currency from gold, the British pound must first be decimalized? I mean, how else would you have an exchange rate of a pound to dollar with the pound that is 240 pence and a dollar is 100 cents? That's not a 1-to-1 ratio. The pound needed to be divisible by 100 to make world trade easier. So here's the kicker. If you don't hear anything else in this video, you need to listen to this part. The UK decimalized their currency on February 15th, 1971. Do you know what happened exactly 6 months to the day after that? If you said the US officially came off the gold standard on August 15th, 1971, you're correct. Bam! Drop the mic. What? This is there is no, you cannot tell me these two events have nothing to do with each other, that they're not related somehow. Leaving the gold standard in 1971 allowed governments to inflate their currency, and that brings us to where we are now. Okay, here is I just pulled up on Google. It's saying February 15th, 1971. That is when the UK decimalized their coinage. Right here is August 15th, 1971. That is when Richard Nixon took us off the gold standard. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Now, it is hard work being a creator on YouTube. Please show your appreciation by subscribing. If you like more videos like this, please like, ring the bell, comment, and share this video. This is Rising Heritage saying, keep a mindful focus on improving your financial horizons, and may the sun never set on your heritage.